Play one.
Go on, Yates.
Oh, you want to play?
Need any help, mate?
I'll play.
It happened to be one night when I was on tour.
Acid?
Do you know what she's in here for?
Of course. But how did you find out? I tell you, the way things are at the moment, she'll be damned lucky to get out of there alive. Anyone seen Yates?
No, Miss Bennett. What's going on?
Get to yourselves. We've got to find that woman. She might be dead. Oh, help!
Well, no.
Help! Oh, don't move.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are today with Prisoner Cell Block H episode 29. Now, I did see the thumbnails for this on the DVD. She's returned. That's all I shall say. She's returned. She escaped that big dark hole wherever she fell into, the abyss. And she's back. Maybe we'll get answers as to where she's been. Did they let her out on a holiday? You know, did she get 3 weeks in the sun somewhere before she had to return back? I don't know. You'll know what I'm talking about if you watch this show since the beginning, or at least the last 10 episodes. Someone just disappeared. I am enjoying this. If you didn't see the community note, this will be going twice weekly from February. I can't remember the exact date. Is it the 6th? I can't remember the exact date, but it's going live from February. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. Well, live twice a week, should I say, from February. So if you are subscribed or followed to me so far, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so. It really does help me out. And also, if you want to buy Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee members, you'll get exclusive shows, those shows that can't get on YouTube or Dailymotion, and also early access, ad-free and uncensored to all my other shows that can get on Dailymotion and YouTube. It is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. Now, please excuse me. I am shattered, didn't get a good night's sleep, but I can't hold off the recording, so let's get on with it.
It'd be rather nasty if the governor found out you'd been hanging around with criminals and ex-prison officers.
You'd better not be the one to tell her.
Why not? What have I got to lose? I got you to thank for being here.
And I didn't know.
If you're so stupid you can't see what'd be obvious to anybody else.
If I'd realised, I'd never have got involved with you and George.
No, you probably wouldn't either. We give you a chance to get something out of your life and you pass it up.
So does she really believe that they're the grass?
Well, she used to bring things for the girls, and they used to reckon that she brought drugs in. She was here when Sally died. You remember Sally, don't you?
Yeah, my first day.
Well, B hates pushers, and God help Yates if B finds out for sure that she was the one that brought them in.
Have you heard about Susan Rice? She was in court today.
Yes.
I'm going to guess she's going to be back in.
Behaviour bond.
But the judge didn't recommend psychiatric treatment?
No.
Well, she certainly won't stay out of trouble without it. She'll be back in here again for sure. I wonder if I should get in touch with her GP, have a word with him. What do you think?
I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's Yates' personal file. It's missing.
Get rid of this.
What is it?
Just something we don't want everyone to see. Get rid of it. Bury it in the garden.
See, I am glad that they're doing it in clips now, but they're putting these clips far too long. They're making it like I used to make it, my intros. At least now I'm only trying to get like 8-second scene. Not like 30 seconds what these are doing.
Yes, Steve, what happened?
First scene
Well,
again,
that
her
is
office.
wonderful, isn't it? I hope you're proud of yourself. I just know what this is going to do to her, that's all. Only doing your job. That line has its usual sinister ring to it, Steve. Thank you for telling me. Goodbye.
Do to who? Well, on the phone, Steve Wilson. You just said, I know what this is going to do.
Susan Rice. Wilson was ringing from the court. The pre-trial hearing was this afternoon. The judge granted interim custody of the Rice's kids to their father.
Oh dear.
She's definitely coming back in. She's going to do something.
In one court this morning for shoplifting and then straight out into another to have her kids taken away from her. Not only convenient, but an absolute gift for Frederick Rice and Wilson.
Well, we thought this might happen.
Yeah, I know.
Right, are we going?
Look, could you find your own way home this afternoon? I want to get over to Susan's mother. I guess that's where she'll be. God knows what sort of state she'll be in.
Jane, what are you going to do? I mean, I know it's
none
terrible,
of my
but really...
business, strictly speaking. No, it isn't. But I know how she'll be. And I can't just go home and put my feet up and say, oh, well. I'm not as philosophical as our friend Mr. Wilson. Not yet.
But she's got her mother.
Yes, and I've met her. Besides, I'm just a natural meddler. Aren't I supposed to do something tonight?
Oh, yes, it's a Greg Miller, a Dr. Greg Miller. I believe we have a date.
Listen, would you mind phoning him? He'll understand.
The problem is,
Thanks. See you later.
she cannot get involved in a professional aspect since she's not a prisoner.
Oh, Miss Bennett,
Yes?
I want to ask you something.
Hey, it talks. Thought it would go woof, woof.
You two get on your way, or I'll give you somewhere to go.
Is she going to be another one who cracks up?
They're on to me.
They've been on to you since...
No, they know why I'm here. B. Smith knows for sure.
Oh, my God.
She's had my file. You know what she's like.
Yes, I know. Maybe she knew all along. Now she's sure. It's a dinner bell.
Now what?
Go to the dining room like everyone else.
Who's on dinner duty?
I am.
They've got to transfer her. Her life's in danger.
You want to calm down, B. You're going to hurt yourself.
It's not me that's going to get hurt.
She'll have every screw in the joint looking out for her, so there's no point in getting stirred up.
They're not
Whose
there
side are you on?
24/7 though.
Yours, B. Yours. What do you think I am?
I don't know.
Oh, hang on. You know we're both with you.
Well, you bloody well better be, because if you're not, you're on the side of the screws, and worse than screws.
Oh, okay.
G'day, you lot.
There she is.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, what are you doing hanging around out here? When the bell's gone. We heard it. What's got into South, Pussy? You know, we were talking about why Yates might be in here. Yeah, we had a few ideas. Yeah, well, now we know.
Drugs.
No explanation
see.
where she's been.
We don't like that, do we, B?
She just wanders in.
Right, we don't.
Out of nowhere.
We get very annoyed. Well,
She went straight to Bennett.
oh, now is that right?
Yeah. And it looks like Bennett's going to bring her in now.
And here they come.
Looks a bit of a mongrel to me.
Well, they say you can't teach an old one new tricks.
You want to bet? What are you lot waiting for? The head waiter? Now get inside.
Very nice of you to take an interest in one of the new girls, Miss Bennett.
What's that supposed to mean?
Escorting Yatesy here to dinner.
Yeah, she might have took the wrong way.
I said inside. You two, Yates.
Oh, now. No need to snap at Yatesy. She knows the rules. Don't you, Yatesy?
I ought to.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the other side of the bars.
Go on.
You sit down, B. I'll get yours.
Yeah, I was actually hoping B says, where the hell have you been? Or something like that, she says. But nope.
Get your meal, Yates.
Smells like
Dog food.
You know, if I were Vera,
Don't sit there. That's Wonky Warner's seat. She could be here at any moment.
Yeah, so shove off.
I'd be taking her straight to the governor's office and explaining what's happening.
Hey, Angie, come and sit over here, love. There's a dirty little chocolate frog gonna spring on you.
What do you want to do with it, Ben? I know what I'd like to do to her. Yeah, that's going a bit far, do you reckon? Should be something real slow. See one of the mob got your daughter hooked?
Well, how would I know? And who cares anyway? They're all the same. Just turn over the nearest rock and there they are.
That'd make it worse if it were.
Oh, geez, we had a salt on this table.
Where are you off to, Smith?
To get some salt. Oh, hey. Mind if I borrow your salt? You got a lot to answer for, Pusher. This is just a start.
Oh, look,
That's salt.
I saw that, Smith.
Did you get solitary for that?
Well, I could do better.
Get back to your table.
Do you hear that?
No.
She threatened me directly.
Just get yourself another meal.
I'm surprised to make enough for more than one meal. Each, that is. Not just one meal. If anyone knows, when does that picture disappear from her office?
Mrs. Henrys, I heard about the court's decision today. I was wondering if there's anything I could do.
It's very good of you. But if you mean Susan, she's gone off somewhere. I'm here all by myself.
What, the children have gone already?
He might have waited. I think it's vicious. That Frederick sent one of his people over in the car and they took him off just like little objects.
How's Susan taking it?
Is it immediate? I thought it was like the next day.
When'd you come?
Oh, no, thank you, Mrs. Henrys. I don't want to be of any
Unless
trouble.
they're in danger.
Have you any idea where Susan may have gone?
No, none. I think I'm out of my depth, Miss Vernon, really, I do. When we came home from the court, Susan was chattering as if nothing had happened. As if she'd won, it was all over and she'd won. And then this man came in the car and the children were crying. Oh, there was quite a scene. That man that Frederick said was some sort of a hippie or something.
Well, why didn't Mr. Rice come himself?
Well, there was this television thing tonight.
And he had to be there.
Well, yes, naturally.
She's going to do something while he's on telly and the prisoner's going to see.
Do you think Susan may have gone there to the TV station?
Well, I don't know. She didn't say.
Going to be live.
She just left. After all that screaming and banging, I went out to make a cup of tea. And she must have just slipped out. I just hope to goodness she's all right.
But it's a film about Robert Taylor. Who's hanged? Oh, you must know Robert Taylor. Why,
Talk
when
about
I was
telly.
a girl,
I'm gonna guess.
think of it. Well, you must have seen it 10 times already. I'm watching Jason
Yep.
Richards. Like hell you are. Oh, yes, I am.
Come on, Smith.
You screws really stick together, don't you?
On your way.
Do you know what she's in here for?
Of course. But how did you find out?
This is just going to go on and on. They're not going to let up.
What do you expect me to do?
Jump on the bitches. You used
Come
to be
stand
good
up.
there. What's wrong with you? Smith's round the twist. She's going to have a go at me and she's got every one of them on side.
I know.
If anything happens to me, Vera, quite a few people are going to be very sorry.
What do you mean?
Now, don't play cutesy pie, you know.
So she named her in the letter.
Get me something, a knife, anything, so at least I can stand up to them.
Are you crazy? I can't do that. Look, nothing's going to happen to you. The officers will be looking out for you. Well, you're a prisoner here, and that's their job.
Oh, who are you trying to kid? I've worked here, remember?
Oh, God almighty, Anne, you got yourself in here.
And you're supposed to look after me. So far, you look bloody useless.
Look, shut up. Let me think.
This is ridiculous.
You've got a better idea?
Safe.
Might as well be in the pound.
Well, it's
That can
not.
be arranged.
Is
You're
it?
safe, aren't you? So stop bleating. What did you do with that file?
It's here. Just a minute. What are you going to do with it?
Put it back where it belongs.
It's been stolen. I'm returning it. You can get Smith for being in possession of stolen property. Dump her in the pound.
Didn't catch her with it.
And who lagged on Smith? You did. They're already calling you a dog. Just use your head.
Oh, right. By the way, how's George?
I wouldn't know. He's left town.
Oh, he'll be back. He likes you.
Does he?
Did she not pick it up? Did she just leave it on the floor? At least I can stop asking where's Monica now.
Jason Richards is
But
on
that pleases
TV
you.
tonight, and I'm watching it.
Well, you don't own the telly set. I'm going to take a vote. Hands up, all those for Robert Taylor.
Jason Richards.
You lose. Oh, it's not fair.
It is so fair, and if you don't like it, rack off. Yay, Jason Richards!
Oh, shut up, will you, Doreen? Who gives a stuff about what's on TV?
Oh, Monty, you should see him. He's fantastic.
She told you to shut up. All this carry on about some fish-eye useless, a lot of them.
Hey, B. Well, Vinegar Tits has locked her little bitch away for the night.
Oh, has she now? Well, she'll keep.
I won't be bleeped on Patreon and buy me a coffee, I can promise you that.
Then wash and go to the can. I'll get her.
Yeah, be sure.
Just thinking about her
Well, you can all relax. I'm going off duty now.
Oh, we'll miss you.
It was real nice of you, Miss Bennett, doing the right thing by Miss Yates.
What?
Tucking her into bed. I mean, she did look peaky. We was all worried about her.
She wouldn't be up to this kind of life, poor thing.
Oh, no, seen better days, I'd say.
You all think you're very clever, don't you?
We've all got eyes, if that's what you mean. And we can all see one dirty, filthy, stinking, rotten drug pusher who used to be a screw being treated real nice.
Yeah, how come, Miss Bennett? I mean, usually you kind of stand back with a smile on your face and just watch us bash the daylights out of one another.
Just watch yourself, Ferguson.
Only asking.
Oh, fair go, girls. There's probably more in this than meets the eye.
What are you doing in here, Birdsworth? Haven't you been denied all privileges? Now get to your cell.
Heathrow couldn't have watched it anyway. Coffee's a privilege. She'll have that in the cell.
Well, I've always wondered how low Vinegar Tits would stoop. Now we all know.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether Monica's just been brought back in it to be a heavy again, and she's going to disappear into the abyss again.
Thought you'd be away for hours. How'd you get on? Thursday. She wasn't there.
See, everyone's watching it when it needs to be watched.
What are you watching? One of those Tonight shows. Jason Richards is going to be on.
Great.
Thought I'd have a look at him.
I spoke to the mother. Apparently Frederick Rice didn't waste a second whisking the kids away.
Please welcome Jason Richards.
They were the quickest adverts ever. See?
Oh,
There.
it's Susan, isn't it?
Where?
There. Oh, she's gone again.
They seem to like you. Ben, would I be here if they didn't?
Smug bastard.
Well, you're certainly
So
on the
that's
crest
him.
of a wave right now, Jason.
Yes.
Your album, Take Me
I'm
Through There, is
sure
right
I
up
saw
there,
Susan
on the way
in
to
the
a goal.
audience.
We're very proud.
You know, I had a
to
feeling.
add with that, Ben.
She really hates this guy.
We're hoping that
I
you're going
know.
to sing for us a little later.
Wonder
Perhaps
why
the
she
title
was
track.
there.
I thought you'd never ask.
Don't know.
I hear you're off to the States very soon. That now ranks as the worst kept secret in the business. Yes, Ben, we're going to try and crack it OS.
You'll be taking your whole team?
Can't move without them. A great bunch of people. I really mean that, Ben. My manager, the roadies, the secretaries, they all work their bums off
Sorry,
for
I'm
me.
laughing at the boom mic. It's
Sorry,
taking
Ben.
ages to turn round to them.
But that's the business, and I know I love them for it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been tough. We've been on the road off and on for a couple of years now.
That can't leave much
It's
time
like
for
the
any family
guys,
life.
the
Sure,
person
there are
who's
broken hearts
moving
behind
it
the glamour,
is a
Ben.
bit confused.
But you makes your choices in this life, and you've got to live with it.
No regrets then.
Oh, man, I mean, well, what's the point, you know? I mean, the Almighty gives you
not gone.
talent, and what are you going to do?
You're a religious man, Jason.
I've taken Jesus into my heart,
Really?
Ben. I'm not
No,
ashamed to admit
let's see you
that.
doing
But
this.
you've always had the reputation of being something of a hellraiser.
Yes, I know. I'll tell you something, Ben, and this is a true
Really?
story. It happened to be one night when I was on tour.
Acid?
This is security.
God. Acid. I guess so.
Where the hell
I
did you
never
get?
thought you'd go so far as that.
Where the hell did you get acid from?
Why didn't anybody listen to her?
Strike right. That bloody Susan, she's off her rocker.
She spoiled his pretty looks, eh? The old acid trick.
He needed something the way he was going on this
The old, I'd never heard of it until like
Do that
the late
to
90s.
Jason Richards.
You'll be able to ask her tomorrow, Doreen. She'll be back here now, no worries. Here or the loony bin.
Because there's no other prisons in America, Australia, I mean. There weren't no outcry from the audience when it happened. You know, if someone did that, you'd expect some screams or something, or some gasps out of shock. She did move into another place then. So she did with the house.
Hello, darling.
Oh, it's back.
I didn't mean to frighten you. Pleased to see me?
Oh, of course I am. But you said last time we shouldn't be seen together. Is everything all right?
Of course everything's all right. Just not over, that's all. I got lonely. I missed you.
I missed you too.
Vera!
What's all this? You deserve better than that. Junk food.
Oh, it's all right.
We'll make do with it for tonight. But from now on, my girl, there's nothing but the best for you. Sit down, I'll get you a drink. How's Anne?
She couldn't end up inside.
You and your precious Anne.
No
You know, you
spoilers,
put me in
please.
an impossible position at work. She's stupid enough to get herself put inside, and all she does is whine to me about protection. I tell you, the way things are at the moment, she'll be damned lucky to get out of there alive.
Come on, I know things are difficult for you, but I thought she was good to them in there.
Well, that's just the point. She was good to anyone who wanted drugs smuggled in. One of the girls committed suicide because of it.
Yeah, well, the way I heard that, some bitch of a wardress locked the kid up in solitary as a punishment. He couldn't take it. Anyway, it's all ancient history now. Why would they bring it up?
Did you know it was a...
There's this woman inside. Her daughter died from an overdose. Well, she blames it on the pushers. She really hates them. Somehow she's got hold of Anne's personal file. She knows what Anne's in for. If she's made up her mind to get her, then she probably will. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, there must be something. I mean, put her on her own. Send her somewhere else.
Oh, you don't know what it's like in there. I can't watch her day and night. And these women, they're just animals.
They wouldn't go that far, would they? I mean, they wouldn't just kill her.
This one would. What's she got to lose? That's what she's in for now. Murder.
I've just had a thought. What happens if she kills Yates, but he sends someone in to kill B? For revenge?
Down to the shower block, Yates.
I don't want a shower. I'll stay here.
Unless you're sick, you'll shower and report to muster the same as everybody else.
Oh, will I?
See, I'd be like her. I'm too scared to go to the showers. I'd just stink.
Miss Bennett to you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care whether you used to be employed here or not. That's your problem.
And yours, the way the women are carrying on.
Move.
See, if you refuse and they force you and scrub you down, at least there's an officer with you.
Waiting for a tram or what? Get going.
You know, I had this little dog once.
Yeah?
Filthy little beast. Always tracking its dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, we just had to get rid of it.
Just shut up and make it snappy.
Yes, Mrs. Jackson.
So is he just going to be hiding out there? It's going to make it even worse for her. Now, harbouring a wanted suspect. Oh, no.
I'm late.
That's my fault.
We know what happened last night.
I've got to go. do this to me. I'm late.
Who cares?
Well, someone might come and find out why.
Why would they? Unless, of course, Anne Yates said something. You will keep an eye on her, won't you?
Bastard.
What does she not tell them about this letter that she speaks of?
You keep the door locked.
Unless he knows.
I thought old Bennett was supposed to be on in here today.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Her little friend looks a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Anyone for another cuppa? No, I'm right.
She's going to spill hot water on her.
Oh,
No.
what's going on, Ferguson?
You saw that? Do
She
something.
raised her hand. You stop that, Smith, and get back to your seat. You know, watch yourself. I won't call you again, Smith.
Are you going to stop this or not?
Yates. All right. You heard the bell. Now get to work. The lot of you.
I know how you feel, Smith, but any more of this and you'll end up in solitary.
And that includes you too, Ferguson. A pair of you. Get out.
Is she going to be bothered about being in solitary? Really? I mean, she can handle it.
It's pretty damn obvious, isn't it? Where have you been?
I was delayed. Huh?
Yes? Everybody out, Yates. Your little friend isn't too popular.
Don't start that again, Meg. She's no friend of mine.
Now, it's only a butter knife, but enough force it could pierce.
Good morning, Mrs. Davidson.
Lynn, off to work?
Yes.
How are you getting on?
Right, if you get out of the way,
Fran
Erica.
thinks that everything's going to be okay now.
Good. Let's hope so. Well, you better be on your way.
Goodbye.
Now, give her a bit of pep talk, how proud you are of her, stuff like that.
His condition is satisfactory. He will probably lose the use of his left eye and extensive plastic surgery will be required. Richard suffered third-degree burns after sulfuric acid was thrown in his face during a television interview. Police have not released the name of the woman who is alleged to have thrown the acid.
I know,
Richard's manager,
you
Mr.
know.
Rob Fife, said he was profoundly shocked by the incident.
Huh? Oh, no need to hear any more. Police have not yet released the name. No need to. We know who did it.
Yeah, but I wanted to hear the rest of it.
Oh, shut up, Doreen. Who cares?
I do, and millions of
When
people.
did Bonnie become
He
top
was
dog?
A star.
Got a few craters in him now.
Yeah, well, if I ever see that Susan Rice again, I'm going to do her, honest.
Well, you'll have your chance then. Word is they brought her in during the night. Completely round the twist, they say. She's down in solitary.
Why's she there then?
Serve her bloody well right.
Even Jason was a nice person once upon a time. Now it's always himself. Thinking about himself. Talking about himself. All he ever saw was mirrors. Everyone around him had to be a mirror for Jason. Frederick was his best mirror. Won't see such a pretty face now.
You hurt him very bad.
I meant to. I put a stop to him. Let's see the girls screaming now. He'll be simply hideous. No eyes to love himself with.
It's got one. It's only the last one.
Well, Frederick will be a bit upset. They were very close, you know. But the children and I will fix up all that. Go away somewhere. Just the four of us. Somewhere nice and quiet.
Susan, you're in prison.
I say the mother and baby wins.
Prison? It's just maybe. You never can tell.
Hello, Susan.
Oh, make yourself at home. I've got to start packing soon. Well, Frederick's coming with the children.
Yes. I've bought you some breakfast.
She can't be in here for long,
I'm
surely.
really hungry. I've got a long, long journey.
Thought you ought to see this.
Jason Richards was granted custody today of his two children.
Don't read it out loud.
And his real name, Frederick Rice.
Oh.
They're the same.
Is that this morning's paper? Well, Jason should be in there. He had a bad accident last night.
Did I come to that conclusion before? I can't remember.
I just can't understand it. Why didn't anybody tell us Jason Richards was a husband?
Nobody knew. Apparently, they got married very young, before he became famous, and his career wasn't going so well. He thought it was because he had a wife and children that ruined his image. So he changed his name and pretended he was single. It's all there in that article.
No wonder she was confused. He was leading a double life. And eventually, she saw him as two different people. I knew something was wrong. And I knew something like this was going to happen. But nobody would listen. Nobody would do anything.
What could anybody do? You can't just lock people away because someone else thinks they've got a mental disorder.
You used to be able to.
Who knows where it would end?
Well, where has it ended?
Glad that ended.
What happens now? We can't just leave her in there.
Oh, no, they're sending over a couple of psychiatrists to examine her. She'll probably end up in a mental home.
This all could have been avoided.
Who knows?
So was it the breakup that caused her to go like that, or was she like that to begin with?
The bugs buy them, take them away, and that's the end.
It just seems such a waste after all our work.
Oh, well. Tell me, did Dad ever talk about me?
Oh, well, not really. He doesn't say anything much about the war, Mr. Butterfield.
No, don't blame him. He was my sergeant, you know. Like Mum and Dad and a couple of uncles thrown into our blokes he was. Ah, yeah. There was no funny business in our platoon, but if any of the boys got into strife, he was there like a shot. He's a good bloke, your Dad. One of the best. I was at the wedding, you know, when he married your mum.
See, they're talking about him. Is he going to
You'd be
die?
young to remember that, though. She's a bottler, your mum. Pity she's not well.
Oh, please, don't try and make me feel bad, Mr. Butterfield. I've had enough of that. Everything's going to be okay from now on.
Well, of course it is. No doubt about it. Look, Lynn, you can still make your mum and dad proud of you if you're only prepared to make the effort.
Oh, I know. It's just that, well, I'd really like to do something for myself for a change. I mean, on my own, just knowing I was right.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's just that I don't want to be Mum and Dad's good little girl anymore.
Eh?
Well, I don't want to be bad either. It's just that I'm so sick of being so... I don't know.
Oh, well, look, don't you worry, Lynn. I get your drift. Well, what do you know? We got a customer. You go, will you, Lynn? You'll find the key to the till under the teapot. Well, go on. Earn your keep.
Yeah, but I'm dead now. This is going to go. She's got the kill to the tea. Kill to the tea. Key to the till.
This isn't my idea of a good time.
Too bad. Would you prefer the laundry?
Vera, would you like to go and get a cup of tea?
Oh, thanks, Meg.
That's the best place for her. I heard you had to lock her in early last night.
Who told you?
Well, one of the girls asked me about it.
Oh, those smart bitches. Well, you saw what happened at breakfast. Dinner last night was the same.
It's bound to happen. I mean, we could have her transferred to another wing.
It'd be the same. Anyway, that's admitting we can't
Well,
handle it.
listen.
We've got the authority. I'm not having Smith and her crew push us around.
The governor wants you.
What for?
Well, ask her.
All right. Meg.
Yes, I'll watch her.
Vera's really looking after Yatesy, eh?
And some of the girls have threatened her.
I'll bet they have. Well, being an ex-crew, you know. It's just that Vera usually reckons our girls ought to sort out their own problems. Sort of survival of the fittest. Well, takes the weight off our backs as well, eh?
No.
Go on.
Well, look, you ask her. Maybe Vera's a friend of Yatesy's on the outside?
I think Vera's just doing her job.
Well, that's not what they're saying in the staff room.
She got more lines than the other one who quit after half an episode.
I have to go to the loo.
Okay, hurry up.
Everybody ought to be back at work by now.
Meg's there. Why were they allowed to go outside?
And where was it?
Oh, it was lying around. Birdsworth took it when she was in here, you know.
Yes, well, we'll deal with that in due course. I suppose B. Smith has seen it.
She may have.
Well, of course she has. Who else would have underlined the charge here? You know as well as I do what her reaction will be.
Well, whatever happens, we're going to handle it. But I don't know why we ever put a former officer in with those women. Oh, I mean, there have already been a few incidents.
I would have thought Yates was regarded as the prisoner's friend.
Oh, she was an officer, and that's as far as it goes. B. Smith will beat her up if she gets the chance. And the rest will back her up. Partly because Smith's a tough number, and partly because the rest would love to get their own back on a screw. Any screw.
Do they hate us so much, Miss Bennett?
They're here to be punished. That's the whole idea. We could run around waiting on them hand and foot, but it wouldn't make any difference. As long as there's bars, wires, and locks, this is a prison.
Did we
I'm
actually
not going
see?
to argue with you, Miss Bennett.
Did we actually see Yates acting like a
I
proper
don't know
screw
what
when
you
she
could
wore
say.
one?
May I go?
No, like Megavina.
Yes. And keep me informed of any new developments.
Of course.
I think all we saw from Yates running about with the prisoners, basically.
I thought you went to the loo.
I did, and then I came in here.
Helping
Now,
them.
get back to the garden.
Why can't you lock me in here?
Not during the day, no.
What the hell difference does it make?
Because you're going to be treated exactly the same as any other prisoner. That's what you are, you know.
Good old Meggie. You haven't changed, have you? By the book and fair's fair and all that tired old crap. You're having a ball, I suppose. You're a sadist. You want to
Sadist?
see me crawl, do you? Well, I won't. And when I've got a knife in my back, you'll be really pleased. Well, at least I was fair, you can say.
All right. Let's see the governor.
Davidson? What good's that going to do? Well, she put me in here.
Well, perhaps she'll put you in another wing, or solitary, or perhaps another jail, which would suit me fine.
I'm stuck in here.
No
I just want to
isolation?
live through it,
No
that's
protection?
all.
Yes, sure. Let's go.
That's obsession, Doreen. That is called being obsessed.
Get her to the hospital. You'll be seeing the governor later, Anderson.
See, did they set that up, or did that actually
Look what I found.
they just walked out?
So, the time's come, eh?
Well, it has for you, you dirty little pusher. Watch the corridor, Monty. Where are the others?
Well, they're down in the kitchen. Someone's broken down with the washing machines or something.
Need help, do you?
Not with you, I don't.
Look, I think you've got this all wrong,
Have
Bee.
I?
It wasn't my fault that
No,
Sally
of
died.
course it
Well, it was
wasn't.
just a job to me. I needed the
Sure.
money.
No trouble with your lot. Yates, they won.
Go on, Yates.
Oh, you want to play?
Need any help, Betty?
I'll play.
No, it's all right. Just keep watching.
You know,
This rat's just showing its teeth, that's all.
Come any closer, you're going to get bit.
I don't want it to kill her, but I do want it to do it.
Really? You're a real little spitfire, aren't you?
Well done, Yates, stupid cow. She did! No, I'm Sonny, no, I've got... I like B. But, no. She brought it on herself. I'm sorry. Well, they're taking forever to catch up.
Clock up sprung a leak, Money. Oh, right.
What happened? Judy, get the doctor, quick! Well,
stuck a knife in
Let's
me.
log in.
Just like that, self-defense more likely.
No, it bloody wasn't.
What have you done to her?
Nothing. Why did you go after her, you bloody useless?
Shut up, Ferguson, and get to yourself. And you. Look, we'll lock them in, all of them. I'll hit the alarm.
Hey, what's going on? Where is everybody?
Anyone seen Yates?
No, Miss Bennett. What's going on?
Get to yourselves.
What for?
Are you arguing? Can't you hear the bell?
Well, where's B and Monty?
Look, just get going.
Oh, what did you do that for?
When I went to Officer Barry's assistance, Smith and Ferguson must have grabbed her.
We'll never find out unless we find Yates.
From what you say and from what Miss Bennett told me earlier...
Well, I saw
it's
Yates
fairly
in the
clear.
laundry. She shut that
I'm afraid I
door.
made a
Is she in
serious
there?
mistake in trying to... in imagining we could handle the situation.
Look, that's all very well. But can I remind you that Anne Yates is still missing? Now, I've had all uniformed
it for
staff
a
and some of the
reason.
professional staff looking, and we haven't found anything.
But all that can be done is being done. What about B. Smith?
Dr. Miller said he'd phone from the hospital as soon as there was any word.
We'd better have an officer posted at the hospital. Better still, arrange for a policewoman.
Now, can I go back to my duties, Mrs. Davidson? We've got to find that woman. She might be dead.
Please stay calm, Miss Bennett. She knows this jail as well as any of us.
But where is she?
I've no idea.
Shall I be checking the roof? Probably the first place I'd look and work my way down.
Oh, excuse me, can you get out of the way?
What? Maybe I could give you a hand, but...
Should have just stopped with that excuse me, love.
Thank you.
You take...
More polite.
Where do you want them?
Just over there.
Right.
Are you an artist or something?
Oh, no, I'm a student of botany at the university.
Oh, botany, that's plants, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, could I have my book, please? Not very
sorry.
good for sketches.
Oh, no, they're good.
Thanks. Are there any more sacks?
Yeah?
Oh, maybe I could give you a hand to carry some.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, bit of exercise, you know.
Thanks.
Much better than Doug, love. Put Doug out your head. He was a...
Mr. Butterfield always lets you
an
wander
idiot.
around like this?
Oh, actually, I'm his son, Jeff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you work here now?
Yes, I'm Lynn. Lynn Warner.
Lynn. Oh, Lynn. G'day, Jeffrey.
Dad.
Where'd you put those clippers?
Well, aren't they in the shed?
Oh, they seem to have gone walkabout. Here, you put that down, Jeffrey. I'm paying her.
It can help.
See you later.
Yeah, maybe.
You're a bit rough on her, weren't you, Dad?
She's here to work, son, not stand around gas bagging to university students.
Yeah, but still.
You got the afternoon off.
That'll be the day.
What have you been looking at?
So it's okay for
Oh, you do
labour,
a
but
nice drawing,
don't
Jeffrey.
go near my
Come down
son.
here. I've got some eucalyptus Nicolai to show you.
So we've still got some kind of...
While.
What's
What
it
do you
called?
mean you don't know where she is? Somebody must have seen her.
Why didn't you give her one?
Never had the chance. Alice and Madge said they saw her running, but they lost her. Anyway, where were you when we needed you?
I'm in enough trouble of
Discrimination. That's what I'm looking for.
Anderson, if you don't shut up. Mrs. Jackson.
What?
How's B?
We haven't heard yet.
She going to be all right?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have slammed that Yates. I bet you got her in the pound, eh?
It's none of your damn business, Ferguson.
Well, she should be in the pound.
Well, well, well. Looks as if Yatesy's done a bunk. Even the screws don't know where she is.
Oh,
Yep, they showed that dryer
Why'd you come home
closing
early
to a
from the uni
reason.
tonight? We'll have a bit of a feed.
Not quite a limited...
No, I've got a couple essays to write.
Of course you have, and you'll do them too.
Unlimited
You
time
getting any
now?
exercise?
Oh, a bit flat out keeping up with the work.
Oh, well, you please yourself. Oh, hello, Lynn. You're off now, are you?
Yeah, I've got to catch the bus.
Rightio. See you tomorrow.
Right. Bye.
Now you want to be
Lynn,
banging on the dryers?
which way are you going? I've got the car out front.
Oh, no, it'll be all right. It's an awfully long way. Bye.
I'm never too scared to bang on the dryers.
I wouldn't have minded.
Oh, she'll be all right, son. She'll get where she's going. Like the look of her, do you?
Oh, yeah, she seems quite nice.
Yeah, she's not bad looking, I'll grant you. Well, you stick to the girls at your university, eh?
Them. Well, what's wrong with her?
Nothing. Forget it.
Tell the truth, it's your son. Oh, what happened to the sound there? Hello? Waved in every ear.
Look,
Well, both ears, I've only got two.
I mean, what's the reason? Is she married?
She used to be. She's a widow, not your type.
Why?
Look, Jeffrey, don't be a pest. Just leave it. Look, I'm telling you for your own good. She'll come good one day, but you've got to work things out and do her time.
Hey?
Look, son, she's a crim. Yes, she comes and works all day here and then goes back to the jug every night. She's doing 12 months for armed hold-up.
Armed hold-up? Her?
Yeah, she drove the car. Now, have you got all you want to know?
I've just realised something else. If Yates dies, Vera's a murderer.
Anything?
If she isn't there.
No one's been in there since the place was built.
I've had people on the roofs, the air conditioning, the pantries. Nothing.
Not a trace.
Like I say, it did show that her closing that door for a reason. TV shows don't do nothing for no reason whatsoever. So, I'm gonna guess she's in there. She'll have what, maybe 3 hours of oxygen? I probably wasted all that just searching the prison. But the one good thing is they can't prove that if she's in there, I just want to say that, I've not seen it, but if she's in there, they'll have to prove that Vera shut the door in order to get it done for manslaughter. And no one can do that. No one. Unless the women make it up, obviously. When it comes to B being stabbed, I'm sorry, I know Yates is a bit of a cow. She wasn't really given her a fair chance to survive in prison, so I think B deserved it. I honestly do. I don't want her to die, but I honestly do think she deserved it. Sign out. One thing I can't believe is I have to do a double render because of one bloody word. B, why did you say that? That's just increased my workload for one, what, like a second of a show? Well, I'm not cutting it. I'm not like cutting the scene just for one word. He can have it. He can have it. It just means I can render less that day. So, Money has played her part yet again. She played heavy for B. She failed, but she played heavy for B. Is that it? Is she just going to walk into that portal again? Is she just going to cross over and come back when she's needed? Is she like B's guardian angel? Is that what Money is? It seems like she's only in it when she's needed. I mean, they gave Catherine Roberts her storyline, and then they just shipped her off to another wing. What's the point? What was the point in giving her a storyline if you're not going to keep her in prison? Unless they're going to bring her back at some point, but... Well, I enjoyed it. It's going to keep coming. I don't know what date this will be going live. I'll check. So next month it goes twice weekly, Tuesdays and a Saturday. I don't know if you saw the little post that I made. I may change it from Saturday at one point and make it like Tuesday, and I don't know. I may change it at some point. It's not set in stone yet, but what is set in stone is that you've got 2 days. I can't put it up to 3 yet because I really have no time to add any more on. I've got 3 Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee exclusives per week to do. That's 12 there. And then there'll be commissions and stuff like that added on top of that, and people requesting shows on Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. that's more shows there. I had to do a bit of change about because Soap and Soap and Laurel and Hardy were going to go on Sunday mornings, and there were going to be something else on Sunday nights. But unfortunately, I do not have the time to add more shows to Sunday nights. So I had to change them from mornings to nights. So once I can afford more editors and stuff like that, I can't right now because I've completely hit that line where I cannot add anything else on whatsoever. But you know, like Patreon members and Buy Me a Coffee members, once I hit that, then all that money will be going to another editor, because I'm in desperate need of one, but I can't afford another one just yet. My last one hasn't come back yet. They did go through some personal issues. I'm not going to hound them. I may get in touch with them next year to see if they're ready to take more on, but I don't want to be the one that hounds them to do it. So if they come back to me before then, I will add more shows to them. But unfortunately, right now, it's all left to me. So with that, I've left this going on far too long. If you haven't subscribed or followed to me so far, could I please beg of one? It would really help me out. You can only see this show on Dailymotion if you're in Australia. See it everywhere else in every other country on YouTube. If you have, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate you. It's really helping me out. You're helping the channel out. And to my Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee members who do get the exclusive shows that I mentioned, and also get the ad-free, uncensored early access. I mean, with this one, you'd only get a bleep took out, but other times you have boobs and stuff like that. You know, the blurs. June Vernon's Office wouldn't be blurred. But yes, they get ad-free and uncensored YouTube and Dailymotion shows as well. But it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are, I honestly do. So with that, I shall sign out now and move over to the next one, and I hope to see you there. Goodbye.